Hello everybody, this is Reg Time with the 17th episode of the Building a Bankroll Challenge. Not sure what the title of this one is going to be yet, because I quite like the idea of using song titles to name my videos going forward, because it might help them get more hits. A little bit of clickbait, never went amiss. Moving on up seemed to go down quite well. Got quite a few hits early doors from who were they? Who was that band? Heather Small was in M People, wasn't it? So yeah, this one, I'm not sure yet. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to name it, but I do like the thought of song titles, film titles, just using like well-known clickbait titles for my videos in future that have some relevance to the video itself as well. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on YouTube if you are following the channel. Anything that helps me improve my hit rate is most welcome. Comments, thumbs up apparently help. Catchy titles might help. I just want to try and build my channel, not for any other reason. I don't monetize YouTube. No real plans to. It's super unlikely you're going to get to see videos at the start of my advertisements at the start of my videos, unless they already happened and I don't know about it. Because I use an ad blocker, you won't be catching me saying, I mean, if the channel grew huge and it was like going to be significantly valuable to me to do it, I would do it. But for the kind of volume I get, can't be asked, to be honest. Not really that bothered. Even if I thought I could make $100 a week from advertising them, could do it in a heartbeat, of course. But if I'm going to be making $10 a week, fuck it. Really not worth the effort. But yeah, I just want to build the channel. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'd love to be getting like hundreds of hits per day on my channel. So hopefully you guys commenting, hitting the thumbs up button, me using clickbait titles, all those things will help to grow the channel. Mid-race here by Chrissy What's His Face. Drawing to a straight on this board is not normally something I want to do, but he's min-race, so we have no real choice. I'm probably just going to check for the turn unless he bets too small. I suspect he might go on somewhere near pot though. He doesn't go somewhere near pot, but we're going to fold. We could be drawing dead. We might just have 6 outs. Who knows? We're playing a mix of 10L and 20L tonight. It's currently 2:05 Friday night into Saturday morning. I was absolutely knackered when I got on from work. I didn't play at all yesterday because I had a 13-hour day in work. I waited in the morning for a staff meeting, then I had some other jobs to do that my boss asked me to do between the end of the staff meeting and start of my shift. Before you know it, I'd put a 13-hour shift in, which really wasn't ideal. Came home from work, I thought I'd have a power nap before starting a session, and the power nap turned into a night on the sofa, which in turn fucked my back up, which meant I didn't sleep as well as I could have done. And then come home from work again and I was really tired again and just like really sleepy and drowsy, so I just had to have another sleep before starting to play, which isn't ideal on a Friday night, but there's no point playing when you're exhausted, when we're tired. Not going to play a 4-handed up on table 1, doesn't seem that good of a table anyway. And just a click stand up. Looks like someone's going to sit, but whatever. Not the end of the world. Yeah, so I've just been really tired last couple of days, and it could be just that I've been working too hard, too many long hours. It could be that my blood sugar hasn't been great, so we'll see. But yeah, I need to protect against being really tired, because playing when I feel incredibly tired, nodding off at the table, it can't be good. So I need to make sure I'm looking after myself. I'm not going to c-bet into Vadak, who's a complete nutter, and Donk. Just to fold here on this table. We'll beat in only one spot, a bit thin by Bulgarden, or whatever it's called, Bulgarden. I don't think Mantis can ever have much when he doesn't raise the min donk by Verdark. The problem is Verdark might just be bet calling a 7, so I didn't particularly want to raise. We don't really have showdown value. I think Mantis probably has a hand like pocket force here. I'm going to turn my hand into a bluff here now just to try and get through both players, neither of which look like they're strong, but Verdark might just call with a 7, we don't know. I think Mantis is going to fold a lot of the time, because I just don't think he has a king too often. We block Queen 10. Well, we had pocket queens, he didn't raise that flop and didn't bet the turn. What am I going to say about that? We've talked about Mantis before in terms of like he's just really, really weak tight regular. But I didn't think he was so weak that he wouldn't bet that turn. I can never have a king when I just check call that flop and then check the turn. He doesn't value at the turn. He either doesn't know anything about Verdark, which he should do, or he's just incredibly just so weak tight he can never hope to progress to the limits. Because pocket queens is just an absolute slam dunk value bet on the turn there, the way that hand went down. I mean, he's got some bonus value on the river by catching me bluffing, but it really isn't the best line long term to take with his hand there. But whatever, we'll just take what? Oh, I guess it's just going to be a chop, is it here? Has to be. Yep, it sure is. Yeah, queen pocket queens. Yeah, 7 suited versus A Smith. I have to play these hands because Verdark's in going to be in nearly all pots, and we want to be in as many pots as we can with Verdark. It's a shame that he has position on us, but we can't have everything. And we're going to call again with the 9-8 suited out of position just because of 2 green tagged players. Not going to stab our 9-7. We're essentially just giving up with 9-7 here unless we improve to trips or a straight or something. I'm going to go for a check raise with my 9-8, just my backdoor on my 2 overs because of the bet size basically of Joe the Cat. If he's somehow doing some weird like small bet to induce, then he's going to make it work. Don't think that's very likely though. But when he does call, I am just going to give up when we don't improve on the turn. Because I just don't expect someone to be... I mean, he's probably just got a hand like pocket 6s that he's just completely misplaying in terms of bet sizing. So we went for the bet thinking we might just get him off king high, queen high, ace high. So we went for the raise. When it doesn't work, we're not going to like overcommit to a spot where trying to bluff someone who we think is probably going to be a calling station. Don't tell mum's 3-bet my open. We obviously have to at least call with jacks, and I think that's going to be my preferred option. Check back a turn here on table 4. We're going to bet our jacks here and just stack off if we get check raised. I don't think Don't Tell Mum plays over pairs this way. And if Don't Tell Mum just like has a better hand than us here, then he's just going to get to stack me. Trying to find some more tables. 20, that was looking surprisingly bad for this time of night. It was just like Don't Tell Mum, Liam and 7 King at every single table. And some tables were just 4-handed and things. I was hoping for a lot better. Value bet our jacks 4-2 a raise. On the monotone flop. Looks like King 7 might be starting to go to bed for the night, so who would I rather? I'm just got a table off screen that I'm about to load, and the question I'm asking myself is, who would I rather have to my left? Oh, that question's been taken out of my power now. One of the seats was taken as I was pondering. Flop trips on table 3 now as it is. As the table's moved a little bit. Gonna go bet, obviously. Pretty sick if we get raised here by, because we just won't beat anything. 6-8 maybe. We do lose to 10-8, do we? No, we don't lose to 10-8. Jack 8, no. I guess we have to call, but I think we're going to lose to straight a heck of a lot of the time here. We don't. Usually when we get popped on the river, we're not getting popped by second pair. I think we're just lucky enough that hand was just too strong to fold, but and we beat enough of his 8x. Very surprised to see a hand as weak as just 10-9 just decide to raise there, but who am I to complain? I guess it just like in a nit was coming out there to say bet, then we get bet raised on the river. Not really. I mean, if you think I am being a bit of a nit bitch there, just pause the video, go into your tracking software if you have it, and then put a filter in tracking software I've got raised on river, and just have a look at the range of hands that you're up against. Not whether you won the pot or not, just the range of hands you're up against. And it's going to be made hands, strong made hands, a significant portion of the time. Mantis just 2x under the gun, he 3x'd his queens earlier. That could be significant, so we're going to watch this hand really carefully up on. Now when he just calls, we know he's pretty weak. His min raise, I'm going to guess he's got like small pairs, suited connectors, that type of thing in his range here against the dark. Hopefully this hand gets to showdown, but I suspect the dark's just going to blast everybody out of the pot. I wonder what King X Mantis can have that min raises and just calls them in 3-bet. Well, we're going to find out, I guess, are we? King Jack off suit. Interesting. So we picked up a potential pre-flop sizing Telemantis that we're going to hopefully look to exploit, at least for the rest of the video. Not the best of turns. Oh no, no, in fact ignore that, I'm talking bollocks. If the queen's hit him, he's probably already ahead with a hand like King Queen. We don't want to get raised here by Jack the river, but if we did, we'd obviously just snap call it off and get the hell on with it. Don't know anything about Samuel QQ or Very, so now we know a little bit about Samuel QQ because he's open limp the cutoff. Very, still don't know anything about him. Do a quick search, see how many tables he's playing. Of course, there's about 8 million players that start with the first 4 letters VRY, so now we have to. There he is, we found him. He's playing 1 cash table and 2 £5.25 heads up hypers, which I'm going to think makes him not a cash game regular and somebody we can probably think about tagging as maybe a fish. Oh diggity. 3 or nothing, isn't it? It's 3 or nothing. And it was nothing. I have absolutely no fucking clue what that pre-flop or flop call is all about, but I'll tag you up, sir. That's what we'll definitely do. Not going to bet our second pair on the turn here. We're just going to check back on table 4 and hope to bink beautiful blue jack. No, we get the green 4 instead, which is about as much use as a chocolate fireguard. We won't be calling if Mon the Butch bets. If we lose here, I think we lose to Anushka. We might just have the best hand there. And we do. Poor Liam. From those of you who watched me before the Bankroll challenge, poor Liam he does seem to run bad, but by fuck he's a moaner. And you know it as well, Liam. I'm not speaking out of turn there with Liam. I get on well with Liam at the table. He seems like a really good man. But by fuck he can moan. He's the only player that runs bad in the world. But to be fair, he does seem to run fucking horribly, so who knows? I don't live Liam's life, so who knows? Sadly, our 9-10 has not yielded a straight. I like Liam. Might be my favourite person who I have absolutely no clue who he is in the entire world. Of like random people. I don't like him as much as I like Kenny Dalglish. I don't like Kenny Dalglish either. But out of just all the random people in the world that I'm just like very madly aware of, basically snooker players, basically put online poker players, Liam might be my favourite. Which is high praise, because I normally fucking hate regulars. Well, not hate's a strong word, but I normally don't enjoy them. I'm going to be hoping to bink a 2 against my dark. That would be sweet. Deuce. Nope. Good flop though. In terms of we probably still have the best hand. I'm going to call here, and if the dark pots it, we're snapping. He didn't pot it, and we win. Would have raised a 5-4, noticed Jack the river stack size is appalling, so we won't bother. Blue. Nope, that's not blue, but it's the top pair. Check to the dark, who will probably stab. And we're going to be looking to take it down the streets with the dark here, I guess. 6 is a good card for us. We pick up a good shot. And we make our good shot. Keep checking to the dark. Hope he... And he doesn't. Hoping. And we know Mantis isn't going to bet as a bluff. Or we're super unlikely to. We can't raise him here. Can we? Yeah, I think we can actually. I think we can raise, fold. I think he just calls with an 8. Yeah, I think we're just going to fold here now. Because I don't think he ever does this without Jack 8. I guess we're going to call up here. 6-5 got there, Ace-X got there, but Jack 9 didn't. I think raise fold there against Mantis is absolutely the best line. There's no way he just jams a soul 8 there. He just calls with a soul 8. Pretty sure of that. Let me see, was Jack Queen even beating us? Can't remember what the board texture exactly was. No, Jack Queen wasn't beating. Only Jack 8 beat us there. But nevertheless, I mean, if I read wrong on Mantis and he's capable of just jamming an 8, then raising's pretty bad from me. But I don't think he is. Absolutely no idea what's going on table 5. Too busy talking about the other hand, but what I do know is we've got an underpair. So I think the check back on the flop seems very standard. Calling tiny bets is going to happen. We have to call the 60 pence because he might just have a 5 or a 4. Or he might just have 10 deuce offsuit. Who knows? Right, let's watch Samuel pretty carefully for the next few rounds, because is he just playing the 10 deuce because of the or whatever you want to call it, the history of the hand? Or is he playing 10 deuce because he just plays like absurd hands? I suspect it's probably the former. You know, fish still love to win a hand with the king, with the 10 deuce, and you show it, don't they? So we'll see. He's obviously a fish. It's just whether he's going to turn into a blue fish or remain a green fish. That's the only question trembling on my lips right now. Completely giving up with the king 7 against Verdak, who probably doesn't have a full button if he's got any kind of piece of that. I'm going to try and find another table here for this little piece of real estate. I really want to be in position on Verdak, because I want to have like a 40 or 50% VPIP at this table if possible. But being out of position to Verdak definitely handcuffs me somewhat. I'm being squeezed. It's a good idea, Samuel QQ, and I like it, but there's way too much honour involved in that. I'd happily play along with those games. If we were in a live game and everyone said, come on, we'll all put a pound in blind pre-flop or whatever, 5, I'd be massively up for it. A, you don't know everyone's seen it. B, you don't know everyone's going to play along with it. If there was like a button you could click with, like £1 blind, everyone check it, and we all do it, I would smash it. I would smash it. You know, taking neutral EV gambles with the fishy players to increase their involvement, increase their enjoyment, is obviously it's a really good thing to do. But you're just going to end up getting taken to the cleaners by Liam and Don't Tell Mum, who almost certainly either aren't watching or wouldn't play along anyway. Liam let me get a steal through. That's unusual for Liam. Normally he's all over my steals like a who knows what, something that gets all over something. That's a decent flop for Queen 9 suited. Isolating Diggity. Now we're just going to try and get all the beans in against Anushka. Hope he's got a jack. He doesn't. So Samuel's been honourable. He's gone his £1 blind. Just Very's gone for it too. Fair play to these guys. They're having fun. I like it. I like it. I like the fact they're in there gambling. And like I said, I would join in. If I thought the other guys at the table would join in, I would 100% join in. But it's just way too likely that you're just going to be giving up too much edge to the regulars who aren't participating. So, nope, I'm afraid not. We just have to take advantage of it by knowing what they're up to and trying to use it against them. Probably by making some light 3-bets would be the first thing that springs to mind. And check raised my ace-9 on table 1 once it checks through to G1 and he just bets 10 pence. Check raised to £1 and then barrel in at 8. Now, well, I was going to until Bulgardin got in the way. Liam bets his river, he just always has at least an ace. Oh dear, Liam, you've not run bad again, have you, sir? There might be a ranting coming from Liam here. 280 here, open and straight draw, not much money behind. No, Liam just had the nuts that time, or the virtual nuts. That needs to be sung, that you're not crying anymore there. Doesn't come across anywhere near as well on text as it does if we were to sing it at him in a football chant style manner. And all Liam can take that. He knows, I know that Liam knows that I'm just having fun there. Right, any more tables kicking around? Then we can think about joining. 7 king, don't tell mum, key to swords, 820 now. I imagine he gets his ass kicked in those games, but who knows? Oh, bollocks, too busy typing to Liam to open my queen 10 off. Oh, but Dark's quit. Liam 4x under the gun. We have to call because of Vidigi. Don't tell mum he's on the 3-bit patrol tonight. Flop a good shot, table 1. Liam leads right into 3 people. Are we getting out of the way? Oh, we might just have improved to the best hand on table 2. I doubt it once he leads into us though. the draw got there, we'd still not beat the ace, just because we picked up the king. Let it go. My best results always come when I'm very disciplined at folding. Not maybe in individual sessions if I've had to fold too much, but when I'm in a good vein of just folding hands, folding bluff catchers. River trip jacks against Diggity. I'm a little bit gun shy about raising. A little bit gun shy about raising on that exact board texture. Need to be aware that table 4 isn't fantastic right now, but we do have a Nushka. If there was, I don't particularly like battling 3 regulars, albeit one of them not great, but just one fish. But if it's a blue fish, then I'm willing to do it. But needless to say, it would be nice if this seat was filled by another player who is tagged as green. Table 2, we have an interesting situation. Min raise under the gun and a 3-bet from an orange tagged player. Call with the ace king, try and keep the fish in under the gun. It's a top pair on a dry board, which is non-pleasant. Don't think Kev G is particularly aggressive, so we were going to proceed with some caution. Now we're just going to make sure a bet goes in on this street because we don't want him checking back. I think he's likely got a hand like aces here, or maybe pocket queens, something like that. It's going to make a. We're going to try and give him an offer he can't refuse. Super unlikely is 3-bet 5s, 9s, or 8s pre-flop. Sadly, he folds, but I took that line there because I don't think Kev G is the guy to just triple barrel bluff, especially when he gets called by a regular on the board as dry as that. So once we hit trips on the turn, I kind of think he's going to check back an absolute ton on. And obviously we don't want him to check back. I'm just going to start leading into him. Pretty damned exploitable, but not worried about being exploited. We'll probably have the best hand with the ace 10. If we don't, then raising won't achieve anything. Probably going to have to call him if he bets like 30 pence or something. I'm not calling him when he bets 68. Bookhaven, who have you got? 7 king, don't tell mum, keys of Soze, Liam Boy, and 1 fish with £17. Sorry, that's just an open seat at a 20 table off camera that I'm going to turn down. Diggity's just gone broke, so if he doesn't reload, we'll be leaving table 1 because we're not battling 3 regulars for Jake de Rivers 10 quid. So whatever Diggity does is going to have a significant impact on my life expectancy on table 1. I'd like to try and get an hour's worth of video recorded. So have a look. Oh, there's some 10L tables still we can maybe join if we start losing tables. This one looks reasonable, so we'll get wired into it, ready in the expectancy of losing table 1. Hopefully Diggity's reloading, but quite often on Sky seems to let them stay there for ages. There's not in the wait list, it doesn't seem to boot players off. So you can quite often stay in bad games for longer than you want, just in the hope someone's reloading who's got no real intention of reloading. We have to call here, getting such a good price. Don't tell me min raising range. I think again, it's a sizing issue, because I know he doesn't always min raise, so there's clearly going to be a tell in there somewhere. Just need to find it. Isolate really wide against Samuel QQ. We know he likes to float loose, float wide, so there's no reason to try and like c-bet bluff in there. We're just going to call when we hit the king, and we're probably going to call a river unless he makes it too big. It's not the best of boards for a king 8 suit for our king 8, but playing against quite a loose player. Feels like a fold to me. Feels like a fold. I guess whether that's a call on depends on how often he just like thin values King X2 there. If he never does it and like never has like a Jack X and anything, I don't know. That never bets King X, I think we can call. But if he's got some King X and stuff in there too, last time we got min raised by Coolish, but he had the nuts, so we're not going for the 4-bet with the Ace Queen. Yeah, I think if Samuel Q ever, like, if he's got King X in his range there, I think calling's terrible. If he never has King X, I think calling would be absolutely fine. But we don't know. That's the problem with that situation. Diggity's left. Who's replacing you, Diggity? Keys of Soze. So, much as I don't respect Keys of Soze's game, he's still a regular and probably not much of a... I think he might even be a losing player at 20, but nevertheless, not losing enough to make me want to stay and battle for the money Jake the River has. I don't know if Jake the River to fold here. He might be the guy that 3-bets Ace King and just checks when he misses. So we're going to call. We get a dreadful flop, so we're going to fold. Last time I was playing like 20 and 30 and what have you. I don't remember Keys of Soze, so... And we think he's on a limited bankroll, don't we? Given that he sometimes struggles to reload at 10 and L. So, who knows? I can squeeze my King Queen suited here, I think. Fold it to a 4-bet from Alpine or A Smith. Probably just sigh and call it off should Joel the Cat back raise jam on us. Wouldn't want to get 50 blinds in pre, but probably be prepared to in that exact scenario. I think we'd be painting ourselves into a corner, wouldn't we, and having to call it off. And betting again on table 3 with our top pair good kicker while there's so many straight draws and black pair plus draws that can call. Probably won't be betting the river. I wouldn't be surprised to see a race coming here. It's like... I'm going to call just because we have the gut shot too. It's really shit because I think we'd beat here a heck of a lot, but we do have the gut shot to bail us out sometimes. We are going to just fold this river if and when he bombs into us. It's like very similar to sort of the way somebody would play like the flop nuts or a set or something like that. It just goes all in. That's an awful bet on that board texture. Mega surprised if he's bluffing. Is he going to miss way too... Going all in there is going to miss way too much value, in my opinion. Now we just snap fold the turn if I didn't have the gut shot too, but the fact we got the gut shot, I think just means we kind of have to call the turn. I think he puts me in a much tougher spot there. He bets like £5 or something. He's not putting me in a tough spot when he jams. Cold caller and a caller. This is an utterly dreadful flop right now. He just smashes their combined range like incredibly hard. There's no way I'm going to ever c-bet this board when we get two callers in a 3-bet pot. I'm going to hope to bink the 10 on the turn, which we do not. The 8 doesn't really help us at all. It just feels like we're running just a little bit salty for the last 5 minutes now, which is always annoying, but I don't even think this game's that good. This 410 L table. Yeah, we have G Monty. I think Bulgardon seems like it's like a weak nut peddling type player. Mantis, we know he already is. So I'm just going to let it go. Try and find a 20 L table or just play 4 tables. I don't feel like it's a sign of the table we're going to be making a bunch of money from. I'm probably going to leave this table too. Because again, 3 regulars, 1 fish is not a ratio that I work on. So we're going to be down to 3 tables shortly. I need to find some more, or we need to be winding the video up. I'd rather find a 20 L table if possible. Now there's some empty seats coming up now. Let's just have a quick look at them. That would be the one I just left, so that's about as much use as I can. Well, whatever. Something that isn't much use. Excuse me. Nope. It's no good. And nope. It's just like the same 3 or 4 regulars strewn across 20 L This might just be a 45-minute video. I think we've got plenty of technical content, so there's not really much point continuing. And we're only going to have one 20 table running, so yeah, I think we'll just call that a day with the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you guys again soon. Bye bye for now.